सो हेलो एंड वेलकम गाइज, आप सभी का फिर से स्वागत है चेतन प्लेग्राउंड पे। टुडे वी आर प्लेइंग पार्ट 3 ऑफ काउंसिल जो भी है जो। सो देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है। चलिए शुरू करते। लास्ट टाइम हमने थोड़ी बार क्या बोलते डिनर वगैरह, डिनर था कि लंच था हाँ। तो उसमें अपन ने देखा था कि क्या विषय हुआ। नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट को हम कुछ नहीं कर पाए। अगेन फिर से देखिए सब निकल गए, अब हम खुद अकेले यहाँ पर खड़े। कुछ ना कुछ तो मैटर हुआ है भाई।
All right, let's recap.
Before
Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's
मदर का
message.
मैसेज है कुछ।
I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
ये क्या है? क्या है? चलो यहाँ पर अपने को थोड़ी बार छानबीन करनी है। The place you mentioned by your mother. ये क्या है? हनी क्या?
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
कुछ ना कुछ लॉक है इसको, इसकी चाबी वगैरह ढूंढनी होगी। की नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे?
Circe.
पेंटिंग की भाई यहाँ पर। यहाँ पर भी कुछ नहीं। ओ लाइब्रेरी यहाँ पर। पूरा घूम ही लेते, अब राउंड मार ही लेते। क्या है यहाँ पर जो देख ही लेते। काम आता है क्या बोलते, पॉइंट है जो कुछ ना कुछ एक्स्ट्रा पॉइंट है जो अपने पावर यूज करने के लिए अपने को काम आएंगे वो।
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
बाप रे, पूरा आर्ट रूम है तो।
Where all eyes size you up.
अच्छा यही है मेरे ख्याल से, फिर यही जगह है।
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of.
यहाँ पर देखिए मतलब सब।
And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
मेडुसा जो ग्रीक माइथोलॉजी का सबसे बड़ा क्रिएचर है। यहाँ से तो आया हूँ। म्यूजिक तो बहुत खतरनाक बज रहा है भाई अभी। बट वी हैव टू फाइंड द मेडुसा, क्योंकि एक तो पेंटिंग होगी नहीं तो कुछ होगा।
Celia.
इसीलिए
Name means nothing to me.
पूरा राउंड मारना होगा भाई, लंबा राउंड मारना होगा।
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
ये लास्ट
The
सफर।
last day before his crucifixion. Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later.
अरे एक पॉइंट मिल रहा है अपने को, अच्छी बात है ना। सब पेंटिंग देखनी है। ये भी
A
नहीं
meeting between Louis XIV and Philippe V.
मेडुसा वेयर।
I wonder why Mortimer's particularly the company by Rembrandt.
मॉडर्न के बाद बहुत पेंटिंग है भाई, खुद ही बोलो।
A fragment of amber.
देखिए ये वेलकेरी का कुछ
The Fall of Phaeton. Another painting by Rubens. Poor Phaeton, struck by lightning for borrowing his father's chariot and losing control of it. Ah, François Ier, receiving the Holy Family. A painting. The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is
ये
near.
क्या है? Jesus
His
Christ?
brain Christ crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
डूक ऑफ आर्किडिया के लिए रिजर्व है आई गेस। यहाँ पर तो नहीं मिला है अपने को कुछ। मेडुसा सब पेंटिंग एक ही बार देख ही लेते हैं अभी। थोड़ा छानबीन तो मार लिया अपन ने, तो लास्ट ये होगा कुछ।
Ah, painting by Ingres. Molière dining with Louis XIV. Liberty or death by Regnault. Well, I'll take liberty, please. But
ये किस
I do understand his choice, even though it seems
यहाँ
radical.
पर कुछ होगा। मेडुसा को कहाँ से ढूंढे अब साला। गेटअप ही ऑप्शन है और क्या। हाँ यहाँ पर भी एक रूम दिखाई दे रहा है ना। अबे पहले नहीं देखा अपन ने। कुछ ना कुछ हो सकता है यहाँ पर।
A painting with no name.
हाँ ये मेडुसा है, देखिए थोड़ा देख लेते आजू बाजू कहाँ पर है। यहाँ पर कुछ नहीं। ये रे मेडुसा। हाँ दिस इज मेडुसा। जो नागिन जैसे ये रहते हैं ना उसके, अगर उसकी तरफ देखा तो हम स्टोन हो जाते हैं। आपने स्टोरी देखी सुनी होगी, वो है मेडुसा।
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her.
भाई तू क्या करेगा?
The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword,
अरे हीरो, अरे अरे
a hero with a lantern,
लैंटर्न वाला है।
and the last one holding a shield.
अब यहाँ पर कोई
I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
इनको चेंज करना होगा। ये यहाँ पर क्या है?
The origin of myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures.
ये इससे उन्हीं
Just
के
what I
बारे
need.
सब करना क्या है वो भी बता दे
The
भाई।
text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand.
दोनों भाषा में
Let's
आते।
find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society.
अच्छा
Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa.
मेडुसा पे मिला है
While
वो।
some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
मतलब while some of the hero divert attention from the Gorgon, मतलब इन लोगों की अटेंशन मेडुसा से दूर होगी। बस हीरो जिसके पास स्वॉर्ड है, जो उसका नजर इन्हीं की तरफ होगी, तो आई गेस वही होगा। चलिए ट्राई करके देखते। सो ये रहा अपना स्वॉर्ड वाला। ये भी इसको क्या करना है?
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order.
अच्छा
What can this shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded.
think
Think outside the box.
ये अपने
Nobody said
लेवल
a
के ऊपर की
statue
बात है।
has to
I
have
just
more
wanted
than
to
one
play the
use.
game में।
I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast.
अच्छा इसी
In
बात।
other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea,
भाई इनको
but
मैच
worth a
करना है।
shot.
चलो अब इसको तो अपन ने मूव कर दिया है। अब इसको कुछ करते।
Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should.
अच्छा भाई यहाँ
The
पर क्या?
aim is to defeat the Medusa. So what can the lantern be for? To light up the Medusa?
No, no,
Hardly
उसको
likely.
डिस्ट्रैक्ट करना
The
है।
hero holding the lantern will be easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield. I wonder if the aim is to play with the light. If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected. The ray of light will perturb the Medusa and focus her attention on the best protected hero.
होल्डिंग शील्ड की तरफ करना होगा। इसको अपने को मेडुसा की तरफ ही रखना होगा शायद। हाँ हाँ मतलब कैसा, ये लाइट इधर जाएगी ना, नहीं तो ये एक दूसरे को रिप्लेस मारेंगे। अब रिया अपना स्वॉर्ड वाला हीरो, ये क्या करेगा साला?
The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa.
मेडूसा की तरफ ही करना है.
Perfect for the coup de grace. This hero is the only one holding a weapon. It seems obvious that he's the one whose job is to cut off her head.
अच्छा,
So, sword toward the Medusa.
मेडूसा की तरफ शॉट करनी है. होगा क्या आप कुछ? चलो अब तो कर लिया है ना. ये सब क्या होगा? इसको कहाँ करे?
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
अब क्या होगा भाई? I have no idea. तो ये अपना जितना अपना दिमाग लगाना था उतना लगा लिया है. करे भी तो क्या करे? शील्ड वाले को मूव करे क्या? चल भाई फटाफट.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
हाँ, कल कोई डेजल हुआ तो पहले अंदाजा लगा लिया था ना अपन ने.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
नहीं होगा ये भी. इसको लैंटर्न देनी है. इसको अपने को देना होगा टुवर्ड मेडूसा. टुवर्ड मेडूसा अब नहीं जाएगा. शील्ड की तरफ ही जाना चाहिए उसे.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
लैंटर्न की तरफ भी जा सकती है क्या? नहीं जाएगी. शील्ड की तरफ ही जाना चाहिए.
If I respect the legend,
अरे
I
भाई
have
तू
to place the
रिस्पेक्ट.
hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace.
शील्ड की तरफ तो नहीं जाना चाहिए. उसको मेडूसा की तरफ ही रहना होगा. आएगी सम कहीं ना कहीं तो चुक रहे.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding a painting with no name.
ठीक है. कहाँ चुक रहे फिर हम? लिए हो रहे भाई.
Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the
चल रहे भाई जल्दी
chimera, the
पकड़.
hydra,
यहीं
the
पर कोई टिंडो
gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
वही है फिर. वही तो कर लिया हमने सब. इसको चेंज करना होगा अपने को.
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can the shield be for? To protect its
नो
holder?
यूज. इसका नो यूज.
Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded.
थोड़ा
Think
चेंज
outside
करके
the
देखते हैं
box.
पोजीशन सबकी.
Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning the shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose.
हाँ
Crazy idea.
इसको मेरे
But worth
ख्याल
a
से ना
shot.
हीरो की तरफ करना होगा जो सॉर्ड कर रहा है। अब खुला ना, देखिए लग गया अंदाजा। अब डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो गया वो। समथिंग इज हैपनिंग, समथिंग इज हैपनिंग। कुछ तो खुला, कुछ तो खुला। सब क्रैक हुआ है।
Whoa.
ओ माय गॉड, ये फिर रहा है ना भाई। वेयर द फक आर वी गोइंग? रूम चेंज हो गया है डायरेक्ट, किसी को पता भी नहीं चला है।
Rah!
What the
For
fuck?
Pete's sake, Emily!
This
You
is
scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Roger Paz.
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time.
She likes us.
Now, since you're here, make yourself useful.
क्या करना है
Look
भाई?
around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh, yeah. In your dreams. At your service, madam.
क्या देखना है? ये क्या है? वहाँ से किसमें कुछ होगा क्या? ओए, अपने कुछ लेवल नहीं है अपने पास। लियो, अपना लेवल का काम नहीं है ये क्या है भाई?
A golden fleece.
It's
please.
freezing. Hurry up.
Do you think that can really be Jason's golden fleece?
No, you are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
अरे मीत
But
कुछ नहीं होता
Mortimer's
है।
been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide, and say it's the Golden Fleece.
We're at Lord Mortimer's, not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
And you have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you?
वही लाइन क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर? Something is happening between them. ये बुक है।
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
अरे बाप रे। Whatever.
Gee, is there anything England doesn't have yet? Wait, yes, there is.
United
The United
States.
States.
That's
Well,
funny.
not yet. Besides, as far as I know, they don't speak French in the United States.
They speak English, right? ये क्या है? Someone.
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. He talks about his an old sesterce from Roman Gaul.
Nothing is here. ये कौन सा डिवाइस है भाई? इनके सर ने है ना? सर ने हाँ झुके हुए हैं। अब ये क्या है? Crown. Greek
Guess what
mythology.
I found?
Greek
The Holy
mythology.
Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
सीजर का है क्या? Crown
Stop!
track.
Don't put your grubby fat fingers on
You
it.
find my
Fuck
fingers
off.
fat?
That's no cat.
At least put on some gloves.
Please note, my fingers are slim.
You were going to leave marks. My God, what an amateur.
Many a harpsichord players would love to have sexy fingers like mine.
Tell me where you took your infiltration classes so I can have your tutor executed.
Let's compare hands then. We'll soon see whose fingers are fattest.
No, I'm not going to compare hands with you. Let's just keep going.
Bad loser.
यहाँ पर क्या है?
Looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
ये किसकी sword है अब?
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
The This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
अरे अपने को नहीं पता चल रहा है
It
Dondar
really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical
Joan of
heroines.
You bet.
भाई अपने
Given
को
the number
कुछ
of English
रेफरेंस
butts
मिल
she
रहा है यहाँ पर
kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
अरे भाई अपन नहीं सर्च कर रहे तू एक जगह पे खड़ी है जो कर रहे हैं हम ही कर रहे हैं ये क्या है
Amber crystals.
What is this?
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
Remote है
I
रामर
wonder
तो
if
नहीं
that's what inspired my mother's attention. How
Something-
come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Maybe
See
document
those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake,
or it
then
is
it's a professional
original
job.
it can be original
Maybe Mortimer is immortal or capable of living for a
Oh,
very
मेरा
long time,
अपना
like
अंदाजा-
Methuselah. A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
something is like
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed
भाई
it.
ये अपने पास से
So, do
रास
you
तो
think she
नहीं
found
खोला
what she
रही
came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Mortimer's collection is unique, isn't it?
That's an understatement. No doubt he has a major passion for history and fine art, or getting gifts.
If each time Mortimer does someone a favor, they reward him with a priceless gift, that
Something
means
is-
he must have helped nearly everybody in the world.
Mortimer
I
का क्या
wonder why
विषय
my
है?
mother didn't make it clear what she was interested
he
in
is
here.
interesting man
She didn't
उसके
have time
पता
to
पास
write
तो
it
कुछ
down, or
है
maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
पूरा रूम और सर्च करना है भाई क्या सर्च करें
Carry on searching.
मैम हमको भी जगह दो ये क्या है
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant.
अच्छा I don't know
What's
what
going
is it.
on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
भरोसा
Why the
करो
hell should I place my trust in you,
भाई
Louis?
ये इम्पोर्टेंट है
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll
चलिए
admit you are fairly reliable.
एक स्टेप तो
That's
मिली
it? I was expecting more.
ट्रस्ट
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese.
इतना
But I've
बड़ा
nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone, you have your strengths and your weaknesses, and there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
यस यस भाई अब इसकी वीकनेस हमें कहाँ पता चलेगी? वीकनेसेस ये देखते हैं
Let's
क्या?
take your subterfuge talents, for example. You can't make me believe you'd be very effective at sneaking around unobserved, dressed as you are in that puffy whalebone dress. I do find your outfits ravishing, but couldn't you use someone like me to perform certain discreet tasks?
Louis, your naivety is almost touching. Since our arrival, I have been
sit.
continuously exploring the
fail हो
island
गया.
without anyone realizing. Know that in a man's world, it is sometimes more efficient to wear a dress with a daring décolletage than to know how to pick a lock.
भाई यहाँ पर
I
fail हो
might
गया.
have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help
Dress
to overcome
sit-
them.
dress की वजह
And I'm
से-
simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Oh, it's crystal clear. You don't like people telling you what to do, and you do like giving the orders to everyone.
If I were the matron you speak of, I would have found an underling to search this place, and I would be sound asleep in my
ये भी fail
bed.
हो गया भाई.
I already have a work partner.
कौन है?
I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
कौन है इसका
Is
teammate?
there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much.
She's working
Consider
with-
yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
भाई अब तक तो नहीं हुआ
Well,
है.
since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
इसका
You're a
partner कौन
gambler.
है? अबे
So, your partner is...
ये सारा हो सकती वो कि वो तो it's a man, a role as not a father. So woman. चलो
Your
sister.
sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one
तो
even
चलो मिल
knows.
गया भाई अंदाजा
When
लगाया
it
था.
comes to getting results, you are very good. I grant you
Okay.
that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly.
उससे एक बार सिस्टर के बारे में कुछ
I
बोला था.
thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
इस दौरान
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes, you can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my
अच्छा
sister
मतलब दोनों
Emma.
एक साथ ही खेलते
Emily
हैं.
Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Where is
Clever. But isn't it complicated?
Where is she?
How do you make
वो
it
कहाँ
work?
पर है?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one,
भाई
then
मतलब
for the
दोनों
other.
सिस्टर एक ही
We
लाइफ
dress
लग
the
रहे.
same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one.
They are living
When we
one
accept
life.
a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She is not
She
here.
was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago.
वो
The
भी
boat
lost
turned
है.
up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister.
Her sister is
Instead, a
lost.
sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart.
दोनों गायब
That's
है भाई. हाँ,
strange.
We can help each
Maybe
other.
their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
And it's a-
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to
अरे
yourself,
बाप रे धमकी मिल रही है
or
अपने
you
को.
will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
सब बोलते हैं ऐसा.
It's time to leave.
चलो भाई ये एक अच्छी बात हुई है अपने साथ. एमिली को हमने अपने साथ कर लिया है. तब भी वो एक अंदाजा ही था पूरा. हाँ. Now let's
So,
see.
what do you think of our first adventure?
It was good.
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
दूसरे रूम आ गए. We can try our luck. अरे अरे
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth.
Hello.
Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
अरे बाप रे, अपने रूम में वेट, ये क्या हो रहा है?
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
It looks like
Legend.
Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
भाई अपन जाएंगे एमिली के पास.
Excuse me, Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night, madam.
हाँ, चमड़ी मैटर है अपने साथ. एमिली ने इतना एक्साइटमेंट में बोला है. We have to go there. क्या होगा? कुछ ना कुछ हो सकता है भाई.
Well, well, Louis, you took your sweet time. What did our poor Elizabeth want?
What the fuck?
She probably wanted to chat more about my mother.
Really? So Miss
भाई
Adams
वो
is
अपने
somehow
बेड पे.
linked to your mother?
In a way, I guess she is. But I thought all of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily, have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
ओके, सच
And
में
for a while now, the
भाई ऐसे
question has
क्वेश्चन
been
नहीं पूछना
nagging
चाहिए
me.
ऐसे टाइम पे.
And that explains why I now find you here in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
क्या
I know your mother was here to meet someone, but I can't figure out who.
Oh. So that's what's been hiding
भाई
behind all
अगर
this.
उसने अपना
We
यूज
are
किया
both
है ऐसे.
members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Emily, you suddenly seem to be very interested in my private affairs. You aren't pumping me for information, are you?
Not in the least, Louis. I'm deeply hurt that you'd even think such a thing of me.
Look, I'm sorry. I just thought that...
Well, you thought wrong. I was interested in you, that's all. But that seems to be beyond you.
Don't take it like that. My mother and I recovered an old occult book that von Burchard was planning to resell on the black market. There. Now you know it all.
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
My mother came here to find
Oh, yeah,
out who
but
von
option
Burchard
नहीं है
planned on
दूसरे.
selling the book to.
And did she find out?
I have no idea, but I think she thought it would be someone invited to Mortimer's next party.
You mean one of us here now?
That's what I think. It wouldn't be you, by any chance.
Unfortunately, no. I
Ayo.
was planning to steal it myself.
अच्छा.
Thank you for all this information, Louis. Right, enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
सुड़वी. भाई ऐसा चांस नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए. चलो चलो ये क्या कैसा आगे something is happened between them. उस कैरेक्टर का यूज ये वही होगा तो भाई मेरे को तो 100% लग रहा है अपना यूज हो रहा है.
I have to go, Louis. I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Sure thing.
लुई फंस गया ऐसा लग रहा है मेरे को तो. सपना देख रहा है भाई कौन सा. ये कौन है आप. Fucking hell, who's there now? अच्छा ये सर्वेंट है कुछ ना कुछ होगा आज का प्लान. तीन सर्वेंट.
Lord Mortimer?
Monsieur de Richet, at last we meet.
Lord Mortimer. What the fuck you want, man? Old man. चलो alternate part success. वी आर गेटिंग स्मार्ट. चलो भाई खत्म हो गया. व्हाट द फक. तो गेम इतना ही था. अच्छा एपिसोड हुआ है भाई. मैं डर गया ना. पहले एपिसोड का कुछ पार्ट हुआ है. प्रोलोग हो गया है अपना. 4 तक हो गया है. मतलब देखिए इतने 5 एपिसोड है तो बड़ा गेम है शायद. यही तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि इतना हो गया. ये गोरगन तक आ चुके हैं हम. अब वेयर इज माई मदर वो देखना होगा अपने को. ये लोड होगा अब.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for
भाई
me.
मदर का हाथ कहाँ पर है?
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
ये थोड़ा ये
Without your
हाँ.
mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the
क्या बोलते
guillotine.
रिकैप है रिकैप.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
चलो यहाँ पर अपने को लॉर्ड मोटिमोट के पास से स्टार्ट हो गए ना. जनवरी 1793 की बात है ये. द काउंसिल
At
एपिसोड.
last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
ऑफ कोर्स मैन.
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize
अबे यार गेम इंटरेस्टिंग
wholeheartedly.
हो रहा है. मेरे को लगा
I made
टाइम
you
पास.
cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother.
अबे अपने हमारे
However, there may be some new developments, but I don't know if they are linked to your mother. We have found Elizabeth Adams' body in her room. I'm afraid she was brutally murdered.
Yes.
Stabbed several
Correct.
times.
अरे माँ का मर्डर हो गया. Who did it? So
Who could have done it?
That is
Body ka-
precisely
body ka
what I
average.
would like you to help us determine, Louis.
up, man.
Duchess Hillsborough informed us that she accompanied you at the beginning of the evening. You apparently bumped into Miss Adams, who wanted to speak to you. We are told you turned her away, and she went away on her own.
what the
That's
fuck?
correct.
Do you know what she wanted to see you about, by any chance?
No, I don't have any idea, master.
Not in the least.
Pity. The poor child was probably trying to find help.
Yes,
I thought it could wait until tomorrow.
Apparently not.
हम थोड़े चमड़े मैटर के पीछे थे उस टाइम पे.
Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed. I must reassure my guests,
अरे बारे,
and justice
चला गया.
will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Man, I
Why is
will try,
that?
but I'm.
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you.
ऑफिस तो खतरनाक है भाई.
Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer.
What the
I
fuck?
want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you. You have my backing. You must stop at nothing. Can I count on you?
Of course.
Lord Mortimer.
How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked.
एलिजाबेथ का मर्डर हो गया.
Do you have any suspects in mind, my lord?
I spent most of the night talking with Sir Gregory and His Eminence Piaggi. So I think you can remove them from the list of
दो
suspects.
तो निकल गए लिस्ट से.
Monsieur Bonaparte and President Washington left the party after midnight, I believe. They were tired and went up to bed.
Can you tell me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
एलिजाबेथ का मर्डर हो गया है,
Right.
हमें फाइंड करना है.
I'll get
मेरे
over there
को लगा
immediately.
Thank
इसके
you,
माँ का
Louis.
ही मर्डर हो जाएगा.
Now, once you've finished, come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting. And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
अरे बाप रे. चलो अब ये पूरा ओपन हो जाएगा अपने लिए, ऐसा लग रहा है. इमिनेंट पाथ से थोड़ा डायरेक्शन लेंगे हम. Yes.
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my
भाई
son.
अब ये
How could such a thing have happened?
मर्डर हो चुका है यहाँ.
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte,
Bonaparte क्या कर रहा था?
hanging around near
Napoleon.
Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
Not to worry, Your Eminence. If he is innocent, then he has nothing to fear. Do you know why Monsieur Bonaparte was hanging around her room like that?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the dashing young soldier had become infatuated with a fragile young woman who looked a bit low.
Bonaparte and Adams? But they didn't even know each other, did they?
I couldn't say, Louis. But
Anything
if
else,
I were
Master?
you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Peru.
अच्छा वो
You
मार रहा था उसे.
remember how
Ah,
violently
वो
he
भी है
set
ना.
upon Miss Adams.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
वो गया था ना वहाँ पर. वो आता है कुछ ना कुछ तो यहाँ पर. लॉर्ड पादरी. अपने को ना अभी हेल्प चाहिए हानि वगैरह की. इधर कुछ मिल जाएगा क्या? साला भाग भाग भाग. डीके बॉस. तो यहाँ से गिरने के आसार नहीं है क्या? इतना बड़ा हॉल बना के रखा है बीच में. हर जगह फाइंड आउट करना होगा हमें. पहले ये फ्लोर क्लियर कर लेते हैं सब. थोड़ा राउंड ऐसे आएगा वो. ये किसका रूम है?
Napoleon Bonaparte.
बोनापार्ट का रूम है ना. चलो फिर देखते हैं साले का रूम. एडम्स का रूम.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition.
एम्बिशियस.
That might come in handy.
ऊपर ध्यान से देखना होगा सब. ये रहा मिस्टर बोनापार्ट. नाउ थोड़ी पार.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Fuck up, man. I will take my time. Where were
Did you
you?
hear about young Elizabeth?
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi.
Yes.
I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Can you
wait.
tell me who was present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President
Yeah.
Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaget as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Did any of you leave during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur.
नहीं.
I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you.
Did anything
Did you
happen?
notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all, except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
कौन है फिर?
What time did the game end?
Time game
I
का
can't
time.
say exactly.
तब भी
As
अंदाजा
for me, I must have stayed until midnight.
मतलब 12
I
बजे
was exhausted, couldn't think straight. So I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
ये कुछ ना
Not
सब
really.
कुछ ना कुछ तो
No.
छिपा रहा है नहीं होगा
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot.
What
I
lama?
wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste.
कौन
And
था
I
वो?
wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why.
कौन था पहले
She
किसे
had
देखा
every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
yeah
Were you able to recognize the prowler?
Unfortunately not, no.
डार्क में था क्या
It was dark, and Lord Mortimer was waiting for me. I was not really paying attention anyway.
not a single
Excuse me
little
for
man
insisting, but if you saw him or
कुछ तो दो
her,
भाई हमें
I'm sure you would have more information than that. It's just that you don't think it can be of help to me.
What do you mean?
you are
I don't
right.
know. Was it a woman, for instance? Bearing in mind that all the women here wear whalebone dresses, which is rather noticeable.
A man, I should say. I don't recall seeing the silhouette of the
so
dress.
it was a man
You see, you saw many things, in fact.
Hang on. Laissez-moi réfléchir. Let me think a minute.
आपको
A
बस-
wig? His height? The sound of his footsteps, maybe.
Ah, his height. Oui, somewhat imposing. A tall man, and straight. As for the rest, I don't know, Monsieur de Richet.
Not to worry. That's already quite a lot. Thank you for everything. I've been studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying.
कुछ
Yet,
तो
I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already.
Well, have we finished, Monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
चलो नेपोलियन ने तो हेल्प कर दी अपनी
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost. My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding.
चलो इसका कुछ लेटर है जो अपने लिए मैटर नहीं करता है पहले का बेडरूम भी देखेंगे हम कुछ नहीं छोड़ने का है इट इज़ अ मैटर ऑफ ग्रेव इम्पोर्टेंस मर्डर हुआ है यहाँ पर
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
ये यहाँ पर इसके कपड़े
There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
where is the gun
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to
तो
participate.
ये क्या बोलते
A Greek drachma, one of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned both in the Bible and in the Quran.
ये sword है ना इसकी
It's
हाँ
a beautiful weapon, a lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
चलो बोनापार्ट का तो कर लिया अपन ने ना पूरा ही राउंड मारेंगे हम पूरा गैलरी ये किसका है?
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
चलो उसके रूम में भी जाते हैं ना भाई। एमिली ने क्या क्या है वो भी पता चलेगा। Oh damn! Look at this.
Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem. I find it a little King George III in coronation robes. Nice touch for the room of an English duchess.
रूम देखो ना भाई, ये क्या है? मतलब हम ही चूते हैं। Emily, see here.
What can I do for you, Louis?
We need
I've
the
come
help.
to see you about last night's tragedy. Did you hear anything about what happened to Elizabeth?
Yes, we all did. Rumors spread quickly, you know.
She was with
How
us.
awful.
Also.
I didn't know her well, but I hope at least the poor thing didn't suffer too much.
Death came quickly. You can be assured of that.
If such a senseless act can happen here, then none of us is truly safe anywhere.
वही है
Lord
ना।
Mortimer must be mortified that one of his guests could have committed such an act, don't you think?
He is indeed very upset about it. It's only natural after such a violent murder.
Violent? What do you mean?
Elizabeth was stabbed 9 times.
Oh my God, Louis. How awful. The
Fucking
murderer
hell.
must have had a serious grudge against her to set upon her like that. It must have been a crime of passion. Do you know what happened exactly?
In fact, Lord Mortimer has asked me to look into this case, Emily.
Really? Are you Lord Mortimer's snoop now?
I'm doing it for Elizabeth, not to please Mortimer.
Good for you. Quite right, too. Have you found out anything?
Did you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
No.
I must admit, Louis, I didn't take much interest in her. I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her.
Yeah, that's
She
fine.
seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
ये एमिली से क्या पूछ भी सकते हैं, ज़्यादा कोई पॉइंट भी नहीं है। थोड़ा रूम सर्च करते ही मैन सीधा जाओ गुड रूम, अपने सब अच्छा रूम है इसका।
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to M. 2 coils circle the lock. Queen Charlotte. All the royal family of England is there from what I can tell.
लेटर इसका ये बात हाउस।
A drachma. The Lady's Waldegrave by Reynolds, painted upon the request of the Waldegrave
Dear
family,
E,
in an effort to
I
find him a
received your
husband.
last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's
ये उसकी
plans.
बहन के लिए क्या?
Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are.
चलो, ज़्यादा लेटर्स में कुछ नहीं ज़्यादा।
Tending children at the orphanage in Harlem.
चलो लेडी का भी रूम देख लिया हमने। यहाँ पर ये किसका रूम है?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
बंद है, चलो। Not anyone's room here.
Huh, that's me.
तो अपना रूम है, यहाँ पर भी अपने को कुछ नहीं मिलेगा। ये किसका है?
Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
उससे भी मिल ले हम नीचे। ये बंद है। ये किसका है?
President George Washington.
जॉर्ज वॉशिंगटन के रूम में जाते हैं ना भाई। इसके ऊपर ये भी जल्दी निकला था ना। डैम, लुक एट दिस रूम मैन। पूरा सर्च करेंगे पहले। कांट डू नथिंग। सबके पास अच्छे अच्छे रूम है। पूरा पैकिंग है, कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं सर्च करने का। और क्या honey.
Portrait of George Washington.
खुद का ही पोर्ट्रेट है भाई उस यहाँ और कुछ नहीं nothing significant to be honest.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to...
अच्छा ये
My dear George,
It looks like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
what the hell David ये एमिली और वॉशिंगटन के बीच में कुछ चल रहा है वॉशिंगटन से बात करेंगे हम अभी
greetings, Louis.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
It's... How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that
इससे
she's
एली
dead?
को पता है ना
I
उसे
know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
Are you all right, Mr. President? Are you feeling all right?
Oh, don't worry. It's this rotten toothache.
अच्छा दांत दुख
What do
रहा
you
है
expect? I'm no spring chicken now.
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
You
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
क्या ही
You can't
बोलता
blame yourself. You couldn't have known that her days were numbered. Do you know if she had any enemies, Mr. President?
enemies
Not that I know of. I heard about her altercation with Mr. Peru, but that case was closed, if I'm not mistaken.
yes
But if in doubt, I wouldn't leave any door unopened. And I'd go and question your fellow countrymen.
Don't worry. Countryman or not, I'm not letting anybody slip through the cracks.
that's it Luis
Do you know why she came to the island?
To get help, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't
यार
that
she
right?
was a mental stable
Sir Gregory suggested to her father that he introduce her to Lord Mortimer to see if he could help her. It would appear that she wasn't invited to the conference.
That doesn't surprise me. The poor girl was in no way concerned by our business, and she had no political clout.
So, I don't understand why Sir Gregory invited her during the conference of his good friend Lord Mortimer. He
Sir
must have
Greg-
realized that he wouldn't have much time to grant her. Preparing a conference does not seem an easy task. On the evening of our arrival, Lord Mortimer didn't even welcome us, what with his being so busy and all.
Yes, you're right, Louis. I didn't think of that. It is indeed rather surprising. The easiest thing to do is simply ask him, you know.
Of course.
चलो ये
I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
विजिलेंट ने
Feel free,
अपना
Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
लुइस ने पहले कपड़े चेंज करने चाहिए भाई इतने बकवास कपड़े बाकी सब देखो कैसे टिप टॉप रेडी है प्रेसिडेंट के रूम में हमें क्या मिलेगा चल इसका भी काम हो गया अपना यहाँ से तो आया काफी बड़ी जगह है भाई या वी कैन आस्क हिम टू क्या कर रहे
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
I no,
ये
no,
अकला रहा है कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है
nothing special.
I'd have thought this is not really the shortest way to get to your suite.
Yes, I wasn't really looking where I was going.
He's
I
looking-
shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
Something is wrong. Something is wrong. ये रहा मर्डर साइट है भाई ये. What the fuck is this man? ये तो पूरी तरह से अपने ऊपर की बात जा रही है भाई. वो डार्क मैजिक तो नहीं हो रहा है ना? अरे बाप रे, बॉडी यही है अभी. सर्च करना होगा आपने को. ये पहले यहाँ पर लॉक है. What is this lock?
A chest with a half circle pattern.
ये इसकी है अपने पास. ओए लेटर में क्या है?
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned.
अरे बाबा रे.
It looks like preparation for an exorcism.
अरे भूत निकालने
Is
का भी
Elizabeth really possessed?
इतना टाइम नहीं है अपने पास. ये बॉडी देखते हैं हम पहले. Man, something is bad happened to her. पूरी बॉडी पे टैचू है ना कुछ तरह के. What the fuck? Who did kill her? आम
There are
देखते हैं
numerous
पहले.
marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion.
अच्छा
It couldn't have
फाइट
happened without a lot of noise.
हुई है.
There are also a number of old scars.
पहले की भी है. She tried to kill herself. ये आत्महत्या करने के निशान है भाई.
Scarring, ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but they're mostly from old cuts.
बचपन के तकरे में.
People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control.
अरे बाप रे.
She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor.
Body, examine the
I
upper body.
count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax, with
अरे
a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say
पूरी
that's
छाती
what
पे
caused her
वार,
death.
छाती के ऊपर वार हुआ है भाई. ओके
It
तो
looks as though the wounds were inflicted from a precise angle, as if the murderer was standing behind
अच्छा
Elizabeth.
पीछे से हमला हुआ है. पीछे से ऐसे सब उठे साथ करके मारा है.
Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin.
What the fuck?
Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by, it's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
What the fuck, man? Something dark is happening here. हेड देखते हैं. हेड
I
पे
see no sign of bruising on the skull.
हेड पे नहीं कोई इंजरी
The
हुई
only
है.
clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy.
हाँ.
Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture.
Yes man, that's torture.
She also has old scars around the neck, maybe mutilations.
अरे बाप रे.
She bled from the nose.
What happened?
There are signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising.
What a
What a
strange.
strange smell.
Examine her hand. Hand
No
देखते हैं.
wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. This pinnacle is a trap.
सब symbol ही है
The
भाई.
wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle. No marks or bruising around the wrists. It doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force. Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs.
Leg पे भी कोई चोट नहीं. इसलिए जो हुआ है छाती पे हुआ
More
है.
tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body.
Something dark. Tattoo जो भाई ये.
The direction of the blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was standing when she lost
अच्छा
blood.
खड़ी थी वो जब.
This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated, possibly held by someone or something.
चलो भाई. इतना तो कर सके हम. बॉडी को तो एग्जामिन कर लिया है. अरे बॉडी पे से मत जा चूतिए. ये क्या है?
Poor girl bled to death.
पूरा ब्लड.
Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here?
पेरू पे
Washington, maybe.
वॉशिंगटन भी हो सकता है. कोई भी हो सकता है भाई.
Knocked over a bottle of wine.
दारू. स्मेल से इससे नॉक और क्या हो गया?
What kind of plunk is that? Hey, it's a Bordeaux. That's a Chateau de Briand. It's a great wine. I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
ये क्या है? चाकू. इसी से हमला हुआ है.
The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh.
It
The
is a
lower part
weapon.
of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand.
अच्छा पेरू नहीं हो सकता फिर ये.
The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand.
भाई वुमन तो यहाँ पर एक ही है, एमिली. मतलब ये सबके खिलाफ अपना शक डाल रहा है क्या? ये क्या है?
Blood spatter indicates that the murderer must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
तो रूम में इन्वेस्टिगेशन सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट यही होगा.
Vials of laudanum.
पॉइजन.
The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America.
अमेरिका से तो अपना
I wonder
वॉशिंगटन.
if Washington's involved. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
भाई वो किसी पे भरोसा नहीं कर सकते. We have to be sure of ourselves.
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
बेड भी देखो ना कैसा पड़ा है उसका. Nothing is here. ये किस बात का लेटर है भाई? ये गन है देखो यहाँ पर. Fuck. Whose gun is this?
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light. A
Para.
tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France.
Oh.
There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there.
Bonaparte, Napoleon Bonaparte भी हो सकता है.
It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and well, there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently. Right. I shall have to find its owner.
ये यहाँ पर
3rd November, 1791. My dear sister.
इम्पोर्टेंट रहता तो यही
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter.
एलिजाबेथ का मर्डर हो चुका
A
है
novel of the initiation, a notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
और
The
कॉइन
talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
पॉकेट ये क्या है बट इसके बारे में पता नहीं
Pentagram.
हाँ
What the
वो
hell's been going on here? Contrary to what most people believe, a pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil. Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
पापा
I wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram.
हो सकता है ना
If
उसी
the
का
ritual
रूम
went
है
wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram, not 3 meters from here. That's strange.
fucking ये वो खड़ा है एक
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to
ये
Elizabeth.
देखा हमने अभी
Can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
ये वॉच भी गिरी हुई है
Clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
क्या टाइम है
That would clear Emily de facto because she was still with me at the time.
एमिली तो नहीं है फिर
My dear Elizabeth,
इससे पूछते भाई
Has finished with this room?
do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand.
अच्छा सो
Lord
मैं
Mortimer
तो थी
told
वो
us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has finished with this room?
Yes.
I know enough now. Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
चलो मतलब यहाँ से इतना तो देख लिया हमने ये कैन ग्रो फ्रॉम हियर यहाँ से नीचे नहीं जा सकते हम
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
इसका रूम देखते हैं चलो क्योंकि वो रूम के पास फिर रहा था भाई मेरे को तो इस पे भी शक आ रहा है Why was he there?
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
What can I do for you, de Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed. But I didn't stay up long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly. We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
इससे ज़्यादा पूछताछ नहीं कर पाए हम ऐसा क्यों
The alchemist is an old man.
Amber.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart. If I'm not mistaken, Paracelsus named the element called zinc.
Pink. Here. Hi. N C कुछ नहीं यहाँ पर, इसके लिए अपन ने इतना वेस्ट कर दिया है।
Golden elixir.
Honey, honey. Nothing is here. रह गया, किसका रूम रह गया है फिर? तो ऊपर भी जा सकते हैं ना, हम ऊपर ही जाते हैं फिर। अच्छा ये ऑफिस है, यहाँ से तो अभी आए हम। कैन वी टॉक टू हिम, देखते हैं।
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
जल्दी आ
I'm
गया।
listening, Louis.
Will you remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night, but Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night.
पियाजी
As
तो
for
नहीं।
Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have any more information.
अभी पूरा नहीं हुआ ये, जल्दी आ गए थे हम। चल भाई भाग भाग भाग, ये मैप अरे कहाँ फंस गए? यहाँ से तो हम अभी नीचे आए। नीचे क्यों नहीं जा पा रहा हूँ मैं?
Sir Jacques Peru?
इसका भी रूम देख लेते हैं ना भाई। What the fuck? वेल में मैं इसको
What do you want from me, de Richet?
Greetings. It's fallen to me
Cut
that...
the crap! Get to the point. We both know why you're here.
And have you got anything to tell me?
What does it matter? It's too late anyway. Do what you have to do and get out.
It's never too late, sir. If you have something to say, now is the time.
You don't understand. Everything's already written. It's over.
Why is he behaving like the perfect culprit? What is it that's already written? I'm not sure I follow you.
No, you don't.
साला ये चुमन चुतिया
The
मिला है अपने।
Massacre of the Innocents by Rubens. A bit gloomy. Guess my room is not that bad.
पूरा चेक होगा, बेडरूम वगैरह से सब, कुछ नहीं छोड़ते हम।
Records of the police. Notes intended for the police lieutenant of Paris.
It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris. And there's some well-known names on it.
This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around.
ठीक है।
Dear friend, please come.
भाई किसने किया है मर्डर? अब कैसे पता चलेगा?
The Massacre of the Innocents, but by Van Harlem. I think that Mortimer likes to play mind games with a pattern with 4 circles. Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the Western...
All right. I've retrieved everything.
अरे पेरू तो अच्छा निकला.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. Let's get right to it. Are you Elizabeth Adams' murderer?
That is for you to prove, if I'm not mistaken, boy. You weren't expecting me to do all the legwork for you, were you? Lazy man.
I know you were at the scene. We will save a lot of time if you just tell me what happened.
You know nothing at all.
Man, ये
Enlighten me then. For now, I have your footprint in a pool of blood.
That's right. The only thing you can prove is one of my boots was at the scene. Congratulations. You've wrapped up the investigation. All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. 2 days ago, I surprised you having a go at Miss Adams. What happened?
Little shit. You have no idea what happened, and here you are, carping away. You think you're Investigator of the Year. Have you taken a look at yourself, de Richet?
Didn't you get enough beating her black and blue the last time?
I did not.
Why?
Nothing. Get away from me.
Just as soon as you stop treating me like I'm an idiot. If you wanted people to think you were guilty, you couldn't have done any better. So cut the bullshit and come clean now.
I can't! He'll come for revenge.
Oh.
Who?
No one! Just shut your trap, goddammit! Yes, I was there. Yes, I walked in her blood. You've got all you need to wrap it up. Now scram!
इसकी भी गन का पूछते हैं हम इसे.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
भाई ने आंसर दे दिया भाई अपने इसका पिस्टल का.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
इससे कुछ पता कर सकते हैं क्या? एक बार हर बार राउंड मारना होगा इन्हें आपके पास.
What can I do for you, Louis?
I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
See you, Louis.
लुई के लौड़े लग गए भाई. वॉशिंगटन से पूछेंगे हम ये क्या था भाई.
Huh, that's me. His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
He is not also here. अब यहाँ पर वॉशिंगटन के मिलेगा अपने को रूम. उससे पूछ लेते हैं ना भाई क्या है विषय. Any talks?
Greetings, Louis.
Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis.
Did
If there's
she
anything
tell
I can
you
do,
why
just
she was
ask.
so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines. Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes,
बस रे भाई
she
ये
came
मत
to
पूछ.
ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Do you take it regularly, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, I do, Louis. I still suffer from a terrible toothache, and it's not likely to get any better.
It's just for that, then.
Old age, my young friend. I don't wish it upon you, but you'll soon see. At my age, it's rare to have no problems in that domain.
And do you take a lot?
A moderate amount, Louis. Only the dosage indicated on the prescription of my doctor.
I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Yes,
Thank
please.
you, Mr. President.
चलो उतनी तो हेल्प हो गई अपनी. जिए तो जिए कैसे. कल्प्रिट कौन होगा भाई के कैसे लगा अंदाजा. I don't have any clue to be honest. ये मर्डर का रूम है. एक बार यहाँ पे भी छानबीन कर लेते. बाकी सब तो देख ही लिया है.
Clock stopped at 3:54.
3:54
It
हाँ.
was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
कोई भी हो सकता है.
That would clear Emily de facto because she was still with me at the time. Vials of laudanum. The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
भाई वो अभी पूछ लिया उसने. सब तो देख लिया है. अभी हमने क्या ही देखेंगे. भाई अपना ट्राई था जितना तो कर लिया है अपन ने. अभी लास्ट टाइम सीधा ये होगा इनका. क्या बोल्टी पब्लिक कटा ले मचाओ. नीचे भी तो नहीं जा सकते हम. बॉलर ज़्यादा कोई आंसर भी नहीं दिया हमें. फिर उन्हें तो निकाल दिया. खोल दिया है हमें. ऊपर जाके सीधा बोलते क्या है माइकल प्रिट. देखते क्या होता है.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please think carefully before you give me your answer. This is a very, very serious accusation.
I'm going to need a bit more time to review my findings about the crime.
I do understand. All the more so as it's crucial not to make any mistakes when it comes to naming the culprit.
एलिजाबेथ तो अपने साथ ही थी, तो मेल ही होगा ना कोई। चलो लगाते हैं होगा। एमिली अपने साथ थी, सॉरी। इतना
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
I believe I've identified the murderer.
Really, Louis? All right then. Please think carefully before you give me your answer. This is a very, very serious accusation.
मेरे को तो वॉलनर लग रहा है। चलो भाई, अब किस पे लगाए? जैक्स, मेरे ख्याल से तो वॉलनर हो सकता है। नेपोलियन।
It would appear that Monsieur Peru is the culprit.
What proof do you have against him?
He hit her before yesterday evening.
चलो उसी पे
His
करते हैं।
Eminence Piaggi can testify to that fact.
Ah, very interesting. Anything else?
भाई अपन भी उसी ज़्यादा।
His weapon was in Elizabeth's room, which proves he was present at the scene of the
उसका ही
crime.
I see. What else?
I found a footprint in the victim's blood. The size corresponds to a very tall man.
That's certainly suspicious.
I believe there's enough here to prove his guilt.
Very well. I'll share your conclusion with Gregory, and then I shall take care of
भाई
everything
पैरों पे
from
अपन ने
now on.
डाल दे। मेरे को तो
Given the eminent guests and the important political issues involved, I trust you will leave me to conclude the case in my own way.
Of course, it's your house.
Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
चलो माँ के।
She isn't missing, you know.
What? What do you mean?
My mother has left traces in every nook and cranny of your island, my lord. She's definitely here. Now, what worries me most is why she doesn't show herself.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities and yours in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
अच्छा।
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Hey, doctor.
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far. Yet he told me that you had spoken and that you hadn't been able to reach an understanding.
Yeah, that's a.
That's putting it mildly. Monsieur Bonaparte is one of those guys who only understands people who think like he does.
Ah, I see what you mean. He is indeed rather inflexible when it comes to certain subjects. But I am still of the opinion that you can manage to get along.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending?
Of course.
If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over.
About?
Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
She was looking for someone.
What do you mean?
In Paris, we were working on a smuggling case to do with occult objects. We had just arrested a dealer who intended to go to you to meet a buyer. My mother was here to find out to whom he intended to sell his stolen treasure.
Oh. What was the name of your dealer?
So can we say?
The dealer was called von Burchard. As for the buyer, he was unknown to us.
भाई आपने सब सच बता दिया इसे.
No, I don't know anything about that. There's something I still don't get.
What?
In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Something is fishy. See.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wollner, and myself.
How did my mother and Duchess Hillsborough get on?
Oh, very well, I believe. They spent a lot of time together. Without wanting to exaggerate, I rather got the impression that Emily reminded your mother of herself when she was young.
अच्छा.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
My mother must have undoubtedly taken great pleasure in these exchanges. She always was one to appreciate broadening her knowledge. I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean-d'Acre.
Unfortunately, my lord, the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once.
Where?
Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol.
So
then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on. That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that? Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Something happened. That's why.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
One last thing, although I don't know if there is a connection.
I'm listening.
A gate was forced the other night near the wharf. Nothing serious, just a few small things damaged.
Sorry, my lord, but I was searching for leads to my mother. I thought I was hot on her trail, and
didn't take any precautions.
Well, you could have reported it to a servant. But never mind. I shall put it down to your ardor and anxiety.
मैं सच बोल रहा हूँ.
However, please try to respect my estate in future.
I certainly will. Please accept my sincerest apologies.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
बस
I
इतना
shall
बस.
stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest.
भाई अभी
In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I guess. चलो भाई अब.
The room is just opposite Mortimer's study.
ये होगा रूम. रूम ही देख ही लेते हैं ना. अब क्या है, इतना ही तो बचा है.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
किसका पेपर है भाई, क्या है?
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting.
Something was
She
right.
says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is on to us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be?
Man with the sword?
Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
ये क्या है?
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
What is this disc?
साथ रख लेते हैं भाई, कभी भी काम आ सकती है. इधर क्या है? कुछ नहीं है. ये पेंटिंग है.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Sword किसके पास है?
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black, the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
बस रे भाई, अब इतना नहीं हो गया है भाई.
Carmelite water.
कैसे तो एंट्री लिया हमने. ये डोर किसका है देखते हैं ना. This is locked.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
ओपन तो करेंगे ही ना भाई.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
डिस्क का यूज हो सकता है क्या यहाँ पर?
We'll see if it works.
अरे हाँ, आ गया. चाबी मिल गई अपने को. Let's see
It's
what.
open.
चलो देखते हैं अब यहाँ पर मेन मिस्ट्री मिल सकती है हमें. If this was our mother's room.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
लड़की आई नहीं आपने के नहीं है
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni.
Yes.
He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
साला होगा तो ये बुक में होगा कोई हाँ ये देखिए फिगर 11
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait. A note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here. What does it say? Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
आपको ये कौन है तो ये अभी यंगेस्ट अपोस्टल कौन है
Then they suborned men, which said, We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God.
होगा बाजा रोमा
For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
ये भी नहीं है मतलब
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Look, here's a message. It is of paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message. There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul. And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare.
Nightmare of
What does she mean by that? Clearly, she must be trying to do something useful, but what? Nightmare. Does that remind me of anything?
क्या है भाई, तू तेरे को ही पता होगा.
It must surely speak of a place. Granting that this is the case, where might it be found? It was a study. I'm practically sure of it. Yes, it's the painting that was behind Mortimer's study. Well, let's see if Mortimer has anything to hide behind his painting. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
चलो भाई, फाइनली कैसे थे खत्म हुआ है. इतना बड़ा था भाई, खत्म होते होते फेल तो इस बार किसी में नहीं हुए हम. सो वी विल गेट लॉट्स ऑफ पॉइंट. 4 पॉइंट मिले. I guess this is it. This is it guys. अभी हमने मदर का क्या प्लान था वो इतना पता नहीं चला है मेरे को. मतलब ठीक है, कोई नोट मिले यहाँ पर, मर्डर हमने पेरू को साबित कर दिया है. तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, देखते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में क्या होता है. मैं भी आंधा धुंधी चल रहा हूँ भाई, ज़्यादा अपने को क्या रेफरेंस नहीं लग रहे तो क्या करे भाई. तो क्या है, अब गेम फिनिश करना होगा. इंटरेस्टिंग तो होगा गेम आगे. अब हमें मोटिमर की एक पेंटिंग है जिसे देखना है, देखते हैं आगे क्या होता है. अनटिल देन तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट टाइम. अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो चैनल को प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए. अनटिल देन टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ, योर फैमिली. टाटा, बाय बाय.